It is a Thursday. Good morning to you. And boy, is it foggy out there. So let's go right to our weather cameras here and show you. This is a live shot of what is the airport, believe it or not, Myers Mentor RV weather cam here. And the picture pretty much says it all and pretty much is what you're going to find, I believe, in most of the tri-state area. We have. Um, we have dense fog advisories from Erie all the way to Detroit. In fact, I believe, let me pop this up here and let me go. Let's see if I can find it here. Do we have some fog? Do we have fog here? There. Dense fog advisory. There we go. Okay. So you saw everything turn gray. Look at this. I've never seen it. I've never seen such a large area of dense fog advisories. I realized I went to Detroit, but it goes all the way into the Mississippi Valley and into the Midwest. We're talking, Bismarck, North Dakota, Omaha, Nebraska, Oklahoma City, dense fog advisories all the way through Chicago, Cleveland, Erie, Buffalo, and even looks like even to Williamsport, and as far south as Mississippi. So we have, this is, I've never seen anything so large when it comes to fog. We have a good setup for that. Usually, in order to get that, you need you need an ingredients here. Obviously, you need some light winds, and here is our visibilities right now from the airports. These are rounded. Unfortunately, they don't give a decimal here, but a lot of these are at least a half a mile at the airports, and it's all over the place. 0 to probably a half a mile. There might be a couple 1 miles as well, but we have a lot of reduced visibilities here. And the main reason is as we put this into motion. Now we've had, try it again. There we go. We had the front move through, but we have a big, large high pressure system, and the center of it kind of goes away, but high hasn't gone away. There's still a good ridge up there. So high pressures, we always think of high pressure as good weather, and typically it is. Most of you who watch us know that high pressure can help actually in lake effect snow. But in this case, what the high does, the reason the high gives us good weather is it suppresses, okay, it suppresses the air, and clouds need upward motion to build. So if the high suppresses that building, even if you have a lot of moisture, excuse me, if you have a lot of moisture, usually you don't get precipitation. You might get clouds, but no precip. But that same suppression means that if there's a lot of moisture closer toward the surface and the air is cold enough where it can condense, that's when you get the fog in the first place. And that high, first of all, by suppressing, it keeps the winds light, so we can't mix it out, and it keeps that moisture from escaping. You can't mix it out as well just from vertical motion. The suppression keeps that moisture trapped at the surface, and in this case, it's trapping it all across the Great Lakes and the Midwest, and that's why we have all of that fog. Now, on the plus side, most of the rain is with this front, and we don't expect a lot of rain for today, and that's good news, especially if you live in flood-prone areas. So to go through the day, futurecast, temperature's a little tricky here. We're going, some models want us near 50, but I think the northeast wind is going to keep Erie in the low 40s today. Now, if they go east, we make it a little milder, but I don't think anyone's getting out of the 40s. And we'll stay on the cool side, but not cold. All rain when it happens today. Now, into tonight, here comes another batch of rain. Now, Futurecast keeps a lot of the heavy rain to the north and east, but I'm going to check out another model. And as always, bear with me a bit here. Now, this model, you can see has heavier rain closer to us. And I'm tending to think that's the model that's more correct than the one I just showed you. Not that we're going to get a ton of rain, but I'm just going to revert back to where it was here. And bottom line is, we have to keep the threat of some good of the potential for some flooding here for later on tonight. Excuse me, and into the day tomorrow, and probably even into Friday and into Saturday and possibly Sunday as well. Even though the rain will end pretty much by early to mid morning on Friday, we'll have continued snow melt. If you live near flood-prone areas, French Creek notorious at a time like this for flooding. So if you live along the banks, there's something to watch. But if you know your house is kind of flood-prone from snow melt, this is a good setup for that. Mild temperatures. Some of you had over an inch of rain yesterday, so a lot of moisture, waterlogged soil, and it could set up for some flooding. Fortunately, I don't think we'll see another inch tonight. If we do, that could mean some trouble. But at least a half inch would be enough where if you live in those flood-prone areas, keep watch. Saturday looks dry. Sunday, we're watching the storm system here. Initially, it looked like it was going to be more of a rain shower and some wet snow, but the track of the low is a little farther south, and that will allow for a better chance of seeing some snow bands here in Erie. And we may get a slush accumulation, not a ton. Temperature still, you can see well above freezing here. So I'm looking at a wet accumulation, maybe a couple of inches perhaps here in the region for Sunday from that wet snow. Northerly flow, not a good flow for lake effect on Monday. We'll get some snow showers, but again, it's not tapping the cold air like last week. It's tapping cooler air, lower 30s, but I don't see 20s or anything like that, keeping the lake effect down as well. Back up close to 40 on Wednesday, where we might get a few showers. Bob and Sue, good to see you this morning. And you've got sea fog there. Okay, we got fog everywhere today. Hey, Drew, 50 out there in Greene County. You have a safe day as well. A lot of fog down there. So, yeah, it's everywhere. I mean, it is everywhere. Good morning to you, Robert. Good to see you. Nancy, hello to you. Phyllis, foggy and 38 out there at the borough. So the good news is everyone's above freezing. No worries here about black ice, and that's good news. Timothy, yeah, we haven't seen a lot of sunshine, even by Erie standards. It's been very gray, and hopefully sometime we can get some sun. I'm not seeing it until, of any, for lack of a better term, significance until Tuesday of next week, and even then, we're talking peaks of sun, not good blue sky sun here. Hey, Lori, got 43 and foggy out there. Hey, Drew, April, good to see you this morning. And Phyllis, okay, that looks better. Yeah, I thought that 38 was a little cool. 43 out there for Phyllis, which is the same as Lori. Diane, good to see you. Hey, Kim, out there, and Foggy and Corey, good to see you this morning. And again, low beams. Don't use the high beams. High beams scatter the light. And once we get into daybreak, visibility should improve everywhere just because we have more light. But it is going to be a rough go. I know going in this morning, going on Cherry Street Extension on the way to the station, not many lights once you get south of Young Road there. And it got dicey there. I'm thinking, boy, if a deer were to come out, even though I was traveling maybe 30, 35 miles an hour, if some went out in front of me, I think I would have been cooked. So, but fortunately that didn't happen. So be careful driving here on that fog. May have some fog tomorrow, but I don't think it'll be as dense as today. And you can see temperatures on the cool side. All right, everyone. Again, stay safe if you're driving this morning. Don't worry about the ice. We'll talk again one more time on Friday. Take care.